welcome back to my channel. My name is Jen. If you're new here, I go by The Leafy Geek here and on Instagram. And welcome back if you are returning. Good to see you. So I thought today I need to tackle some spring cleaning tasks. We're getting to the point in the year where it's time to do that, and I feel like this year it feels a lot more urgent almost to get your space as hygienic and clean as you can, just based on what's going on with COVID-19 and all of the health concerns that are out there, the public health concerns, and safety steps that we all can take as individuals and members of our community to kind of help each other out and keep things safe. So that's what I am going to do today. I'm going to tackle a couple of spring cleaning projects. I have kind of an overall dusting that needs to happen. That's something I do weekly. In the winter, sometimes more than once a week. But I definitely need to get my plant surfaces cleaned off. I definitely need to water some of my plants. They are due, specifically my Hoya plants, and I wanted to do something with some of my plant shelves that I have in my bedroom and then also in my spare bedroom / plant room. I have a lot of unused pots laying around everywhere, pots and planters and plant supplies. I'm trying to kind of make them more aesthetically pleasing to my space and also keep them accessible. So I'm going to try and reorganize those and also give my plant shelves in those two rooms a good clean as well. So that's kind of where I'm at today. Just really gonna clean and rearrange. So if you're into that, please come along for the ride. Okay, so obviously I am in different clothes. That is because it is a completely different day than when I filmed that intro. It's about a week later and I am still working on spring cleaning stuff. So I just wanted to quick jump in from the future, or I guess the past. Depending on when you see this, it's probably the past, but it is the future I just wanted to jump in and add that I am going to also be repotting my Lepismium hulatianum, that jungle cactus that I featured in my previous tour of my jungle cacti video. So I'm going to pot that up today, get my soil mixed up, and then yes, I am hopping on my spring cleaning projects that remain. I ended up taking care of my Hoya care, my watering off camera, because they desperately needed it and I just didn't have a good opportunity to film it. And we all know what watering Hoya looks like anyway, probably. For me, I can just tell you a little bit about it. It ended up, I take a lot of them out of their places and I put them in my bathtub and I give them a good water. I do water quite a few of my Hoyas with tap water. So I stick them in my tub. I use my shower nozzle to kind of give them a little bath and a drink and call it good, soak them through. So that's what I did. So yeah, I'm gonna still looking to kind of rearrange some of my plant shelves a little bit, give them a good dust down and cleaning, and then also find a creative way to display my pots that are not in use right now. And I'm also going to, as I mentioned, repot, or I guess pot up that Lepismium. Stick around. Happy Saturday, happy cleaning. One task down, and now I have to deal with this. It's just messy and dusty. And I'm kind of not sure some of these plants fit well in the space that they're in, or they're not reaching their full potential in the space that they're in. Obviously, with these succulents right here, my aloe and these guys, oh, look at them stretch. They're stretching. This one, I gotta get them outside. Come on, spring. I'm not gonna put them out there unless it's, I think I'm not until it's at least 70. That's what I'm gonna go for with the succulents anyway. But I just need to figure something out for this. It's kind of a mess. Just want to show you something quick. I spy another vine. Well, this just made my day. This is my mom's sewing machine, which we are temporarily storing at my place. I didn't want to set plants directly on it, on the surface here, so I have an old shelf board that I'm currently just resting on it. There's a pad between the board and the sewing machine. As you can see, this is how much I sew, which is nothing. Don't even know how. But it's a temporary shelf for my plants. This is what I have right now for my rearranged succulents table. It's not ideal, but hopefully it will only be for like another month or two. It does get quite a bit of light in this corner. I have these LED strip grow lights that hit it pretty intensely, and then I also have my west-southwest aspect right there in my window. So in the afternoon, this corner gets a ton of light, a ton of really bright light. So this is kind of where I think they need to be right now, ideally, and then that frees up this shelf for some of my dangly Hoyas, which I don't feel are getting enough light at this point. So that is what we are going to put there. Okay, so I have my vining Hoya right here on this second tier shelf. They get some good light from the grow lights right above them, and then their little vine leaves also get some light here from this grow light underneath the shelf. So I think that's going to be ideal. I had them here for a while at one point, I don't know why I moved them. I can't really remember. It might have been before we had the grow lights on here. So hopefully this will improve their situation even more. I know that this one specifically, my Hoya was Bilibata, now is Affinity Bretonnier or whatever. This had been actively growing on this shelf, and then I moved it and it kind of stopped or stalled. So definitely regret that decision. Hopefully we'll remedy that now. Then I'm kind of up in the air about what to do with my 2 Crimson Queen Hoyas that I have here. They're just kind of on the corners until I can find a better spot for them. And then what I'm going to be doing now is dusting off this shelf. So now that I've got everything kind of situated the way I want it, I'm going to have to take them all off, dust, and put them back on. Guys, I don't know what happened. This is not working out the way I was expecting. My phone isn't letting me record anything right now. For whatever reason, it's saying I don't have enough storage, and I have the same amount of storage I've always had, and it's just kind of a mess. I filmed footage of me taking care of my window shelf and rearranging it. I had some ideas I was talking about, and none of that recorded because I don't have room on my phone. So you're getting the Cliff's Notes version of Jen's spring cleaning video. I really don't know how many of you are interested in seeing me clean anyway. So I guess what I'm going to do is quick sign off, finish this room. All I'm really doing is I'm going to find a plant to put on that plant stand right there, and then kind of dust and clean off this corner. Find a place for that fan. And then I'll show you the finished plant room. Okay, welcome to my plant room. So obviously not done, but there are a couple of projects still in the works. I'm going to figure out some sort of storage solution for under the sewing machine / plant bench. I'm also going to figure out some sort of storage solution for underneath this bookshelf. I used to have like a bench or like a flip up storage like ottoman right there. It wasn't the most practical thing in the world, so I'm going to try and figure something else out for this space. But I am pretty pleased with how it's looking right now. I have my Philodendron Brazil and my Cebu Blue, and then my Marble Queen Pothos up there. Hopefully they'll get nice and drapey. The Brazil already is. It's looking pretty awesome. And then I decided to move my Thanksgiving cactus in here. So it's right by the humidifier. This corner I have some of my jungle cacti hanging out there. So that should be pretty good for them. And then I have my Hoyas, a lot of my Hoyas on this bench right here. Cleaned the windows, yay! And then my succulents, where they'll get that southeast facing or afternoon sunlight. Hoyas, jungle cacti up top, and that light is a grow light. It's one of those GE grow bulbs. Then I switched out the plants on this dresser here. I was getting really annoyed with the ponytail palms that I had here, so those have gone in another room to wait until they can go outside. But then I just moved my Bassifera horrida, which can take a little bit more sun than some of my other jungle cacti. This guy can do pretty good sunlight levels. Then I just moved a couple of, I have this Hoya pubicalix red buttons that is already putting out new growth, so I think that it'll do well in this spot with that. Final look. Okay guys, my camera's telling me that I have to do a part 2, and I need to do these videos one at a time apparently. So my next project on my spring cleaning to-do list is my bedroom. I want to take care of some storage issues in that room. I also really need to clean the plant shelves that I have in there. So stay tuned for part 2.